Hello and welcome to Kennedy Studio. On our series of episodes about features of different Shimano group sets, we are getting now to the highest level for road bikes, which is the Dura-Ace 9000. Now we're going to talk about some of the features for this group set and some of the improvements comparing to Ultegra or even 105, because the price-wise we are allowing our credit card to be charged for $1,400. So we've got $1,400 price tag on this one, comparing to $650 on the Ultegra. $650 versus $1,400. So where's the improvements? Where's the quality coming from this price? Let's just take a closer look at this one. We're getting the most desirable group set for road cyclists running Shimanos, of course. We're getting some nice shifters, very similar to the Ultegras. So we're gonna look at the materials just in a second, but I'm gonna compare those weights. So the shifters on Dura-Ace weigh 365 grams versus 422 for Ultegra, so 60 grams more for Ultegra. And then we have very nicely done front derailleur with this longer arm, same technology as for Ultegra and 105, super fast and nice shifting in the front. Those derailleurs for Dura-Ace weigh 78 and 66 versus 104 and 89 for Ultegra. Then we go for the crankset. All right, the crankset for 50-34 teeth weighs 683 with BB, and Ultegra with BB, same number of teeth, 765. So we have still some around 80 grams of the weight savings. Now, if we look at any of the crankset for Dura-Ace, Ultegra and 105, there's one thing I do not like, and it's those, not the design, but the way it's been done, because those lines here, they don't match each other. So it doesn't look like made with the super precision, really. On any crankset I just had in my hands, I've seen that those lines don't really match on Dura-Ace, Ultegra and 105. I didn't have the Tiagra, which also has this forearm design, but this does not look very nice. All right, the Dura-Ace rear derailleur weighs 158 grams versus 195 for Ultegra. The cassette weighs 165 versus 212 for the Ultegra. So we definitely have some weight savings on Dura-Ace. But is there more? We're gonna just see in a second. Now the chain, 247, Ultegra will be 10 grams heavier. And the brakes, 297 versus 335 for Ultegra. Of course, we have both standard and the direct mount system. And maybe that's it for now. Maybe the hubs, if you would like to, front hub 180, Ultegra 158, rear hub 247, Ultegra 330. And for Dura-Ace we have lots of different wheel sets. For Ultegra, just one wheel set. For Dura-Ace, triathlon, clincher, tubular, different profiles. So we're gonna maybe talk about that on some other episode. Now let's look at some detailed information. Let's take as an example the levers, because that's maybe the part that I would like to have from Dura-Ace. Why is it so? Basically we have same material used for both. There will be some differences though. As you can see, the bracket of the Dura-Ace is made of carbon fiber reinforced polymer, and the main lever is carbon, right? For the Ultegra, we have carbon fiber reinforced polymer for the bracket, so same as Dura-Ace, but the main lever is also carbon fiber reinforced polymer instead of a carbon on the Dura-Ace. But one thing I'd like to have is this here, and that's the multi-bearing construction. We have like 4 bearings, if I understand it well, for right and left shifter, and there is no multi-bearing construction for the Ultegra. So bearings are always better than the pivots, and you know, this is the part that we communicate through with our bike. The shifters, they really give us the feel of how the bike handles, maybe even, and shifts. That's certainly, that's for sure. So having bearings on the Dura-Ace shifters would be something I would like to have, and that would be maybe the only thing I would really like to have from the Dura-Ace. Now, if you look at the compatibility, so we can be mixing shifters and derailleurs between Dura-Ace, Ultegra and 105 Groupset, so those are compatible. So we can use Dura-Ace shifters with Ultegra rear derailleur, for example. Here's the crankset. The crankset has essentially same material. This is the Dura-Ace, this is the Ultegra. More options of different chainrings for Dura-Ace. And now let's just look at the systems are the same, the design is the same. Crank arm aluminum, crank axle steel, the outer ring aluminum, carbon fiber reinforced polymer or glass fiber reinforced polymer, depending on the chain rings. Same as for the Ultegra, and the inner ring is made of alloy. So same materials here. There are though some weight savings on the Dura-Ace crankset. And the last one is the rear derailleur. Here we have some improvements or different materials. Here is the Dura-Ace, here is the Ultegra. The difference here will be, now both on Dura-Ace and Ultegra we have 4 bushings fluoric coated versus 2 on 105. But it's same for between Dura-Ace and Ultegra, it's same. So 4 fluoric coated link bushings. I would like to have those on my derailleur. Now both pulleys are with the bearings, unlike with the 105. So 105 just stands out here, and then the bolts material on the pulleys are steel. Here the B-axle on the Dura-Ace is aluminum versus stainless steel on the Ultegra. And then we have alloy, carbon fiber reinforced polymer, both for Ultegra and Dura-Ace plate body. Then the outer link and the inner link alloy, and here the plates on the Dura-Ace are made of carbon fiber reinforced polymer, not carbon but carbon fiber reinforced polymer, sorry. Here we have alloy for the Ultegra. So essentially it really comes down to some of the materials. Where is it? All right. Because all the systems are essentially the same. You would not expect better performance on the shifting, like way better. Maybe those bearings on the shifters would be something really nice, but otherwise will be just usually aluminum instead of steel, or carbon fiber reinforced polymer instead of aluminum, or glass fiber reinforced polymer, and that would be it. For both we have also this SLR EV system for the brakes. Now Shimano doesn't say exactly on the catalog what this EV means, because SLR stands for Shimano Linear Response, and it's available up till 105 and up till Tiagra, and from 105 we have this EV. But what I think is that this dual pivot system is symmetrical on the EV, SLR EV. On this SLR non-EV system, it is dual pivot but non-symmetrical system. Guys, that's pretty much it. If you've been changing or replacing Ultegra with Dura-Ace or Dura-Ace with Ultegra, let us know what do you think about it in the comment section. If I was to choose between, like, you know, buying Ultegra and going for the rest of the money going for some nice training camp, instead of just buying Ultegra, I would go, instead of buying just Dura-Ace, I would go for Ultegra. There's huge price gap between those two and not so many differences. So I would recommend Ultegra for myself. I would choose it, and maybe I would like to have Dura-Ace shifters with my Ultegra components, compatible, lighter and smoother working. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Give me some thumbs up and I will see you soon. Bye bye.